Buddham sharanam gacchami, dharmam sharanam gacchami, sangham sharanam gacchami. This is the three sharan mantra in Buddhism. I take refuge in Buddha, the awakened one. I take refuge in his dharma, his teachings, his message, which is non-violence and compassion. I take refuge in his Sangha, who gave their lives Bahujana Hitaya, Bahujana Sukhaya, for the good of many and for the welfare of all. May Buddha illumine our hearts. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. As you know, we are studying Dharmapada, the most famous and popular scripture of Buddhism. It has 26 chapters, over 300 teachings of Buddha. Before each teaching, Buddha told us there is a background, in what context, in what perspective Buddha gave the teaching, which is very interesting. When we think about Buddha, we feel something soothing, great. In 250 BC, 1/3 population of the world are Buddhists. 1/3 population of the world. Buddhism is spread. When we read his life, we really get inspiration. Though we may not be Buddhist or somebody may be Christian and Muslim or other religions, it doesn't matter. Because this man is 100% unselfish and dedicated to remove the sufferings, pain of humanity. All religions have one focus: how to remove suffering. Sarvam dukkham dukkham. This whole world is full of suffering and misery. Buddha discovered his eightfold path to remove that suffering from humanity. So, no God, no, which is a very rational approach. I remember I went to Bodh Gaya in 1982. The abbot was our friend, Bhikshu Gyanajyoti. He showed me inside of the temple and the place he attained Nirvana, the Bodhi tree. Before illumination, Buddha took a vow that inspires us. Barang mrityu pranoharodhik grambam nacha jivitam sangame nidhanam shreya maranam shreya nacha jivita parajita. It is better to die than to lead a worldly, sensual, vegetating life. It is better to die in the battlefield than to lead a life of defeat. That is said. Another vow he took before illumination. Yasane shushyatu me shariram tagaste mamsam pralayancha jatu aprapya bodhi bahukalpa durlabham naivasanat kayamatas chalishyate. I remember when we first joined the monastery, we memorized this verse. This verse was written in the monastery when Vivekananda joined that Varanagar Math, Alambazar Math. They wrote this vow of Buddha. Let my body dry up on this seat where I sat for meditation. Let my body be dried up. Tagusti mamsam pralayancha jatu. May my bone and flesh fall apart. Let it be destroyed. Pralayancha jatu. Aprapya bodhi bahukalpa durlabham. Without attaining the bodhi, illumination, nirvana, naiva asanat kayamatas, I shall not move from this seat. I shall not move from this seat until I get nirvana. That vow he took, and he attained nirvana. After illumination, 49 days, he moved around. The abbot showed me that place. Mara, the sage, came, enjoy yourself, do not share with others. Buddha said, no, I must share with others. So he came to Sarnath, which is 4-5-6 miles from Benares. There he preached his dharma. He said this world is a stagnation, not moving. I want to move this humanity. We have seen in our village, if the wheel of a bullock cart is enter into a mud, so the villagers come and they help the spokes of that wheel to lift it up. So Buddha says, did you see his dharma, eightfold path, 8 spokes are there? Use these spokes, move it. As Swamiji says, expansion is life, contraction is death, stagnation is death. Do not stagnate, move on. Choriveti, move on. So Buddha's religion spreads. There is no, Buddha emphasized self-effort. You don't need any God. You do not need any belief. No lazy people can practice Buddhism. You will have to work. It's in Vedanta, Noishkarma, actionless. That is the state of samadhi, where there is no action. That is the goal. Anyhow, I shall not go into that philosophy. Buddha says, work out your own salvation, light your own lamp. Atmadipa bhavo. You light your own lamp and move forward. Mahatma Gandhi says, satisfaction lies in the effort, not the attainment. Full effort, full victory. That is Gandhi's great saying. Full effort, full victory. So now we shall start the book. We started Lokavarga. We could not finish it last time. We live in this world. Loka means world. We live in this world. What is this world? We live in this world. But what is this world? It is a very temporary place. We are all pilgrims. We come, we stay. I sometimes call it, this world is a vacation village, holiday inn, temporary. We are here for vacation for 100 years. Then we'll have to go. Very interesting, this world where we live in. Sri Ramakrishna says, this world is nothing. Again, it is a mansion of mirth. You can enjoy this world. Dhukatati mojar kuchi. That is Ramakrishna saying. You can make this. It is just a stage. We are all actors and actresses. We are all playing. If you act well, you are happy. If you do not act well, you are unhappy. But do not blame the stage. Blame yourself. It is verse 175. Before the teaching, the introduction is, Buddha was conducting a retreat and teaching 30 monks. Ananda, Buddha's attendant, came to him to give a message, but he did not disturb the teacher. Ananda was Buddha's cousin, main disciple. Ananda memorized 182,000 teachings of Buddha. 182,000 teachings. And 2,000 teachings he got from others. So he knew 184,000 teachings. So Ananda was waiting. Then when he opened the door, Buddha came out and he saw there is nobody. 30 people disappeared. Ananda asked, Master, where are they? Oh, they attained illumination. And Shunnapati, through the air, they disappeared. In that connection, Buddha gave these teachings. I shall not read the Pali, you listen. Lokavarga 175. The swans go on the path of the sun. They go through the sky by means of their miraculous power. The wise are led out of this world, having conquered Mara, the tempter, and host. This is a magical power. They can disappear, they can appear, disappear. After illumination, then Buddha was telling. There is a mantra in the Upanishad. When a bird flies through the sky, do you see any footprint there? No. We see the birds fly, no footprints. But when you walk on the street, on the beach, on the sand, we put the footprints. But the birds do not keep any footprints. So when the illumined souls go to Nirvana, they simply disappeared. They do not keep any mark that way. The Buddha was telling. Because we mark, do you know why? Because we have attachments. They are unattached, detached. That Buddha was talking. So these people have no more attachment to this world. They attain Nirvana. Aditya Padhe Vicharan Kare, Riddhivana. Abad Goti. They have all kinds of powers. Mukta Pukho. Their wings are free to fly, to go anywhere. The world cannot attract them. No attachment. Our problem is attachment. All pain, suffering comes from attachment. That Buddha is explaining. Sadhan bole, through their spiritual practices, they conquer their senses. They destroy their worldly desires. So they flew high. Think of a balloon. Balloon flies high. If you let it will go and go. But we pull the balloon with the string. So he is telling these illumined souls, they go high. This worldly Maya cannot catch them. They're free from Maya. Mukti path, Ananda Lok, they go to the abode of bliss. That is the teaching Buddha gave. Next teaching. One day Buddha was giving a teaching in the Jetovan. It is one of the big monastery in Buddhism. And when he was teaching the people, his disciples, Chincha, a beautiful young woman appeared before Buddha and said, "You made me pregnant, look." She was showing her baby bump. "You made me pregnant. Now you will have to take care of me." That young woman came. It was a plot, conspiracy by some people who are against Buddha. So they sent this woman, a bad woman, to humiliate Buddha in front of his disciples. So as soon as this young woman came in that congregation, people are disturbed, puzzled, what happened? At that time, Indra, the king of gods, appeared with his 4 attendants. And he asked one attendant, it is a very fascinating story, be a rat, and entered her cloth and tie and teared that false, perhaps she put some clothes there and made and showed a baby bump. In the movie, some women, they are not pregnant, they show. They put something on the belly and say that, I'm pregnant. Just a movie, just like a movie thing. So Indra told this, one of his attendants, be a rat, and cut all the strings so that false baby bump will fall. And she entered under her cloth and cut that baby bump and fell. Then she was exposed. When she was exposed, the masses jumped on her and then beat her. But that girl was trying to run away from that congregation. Then in outside, the one ogress just opened her mouth and just ate him and finished the woman. So the people are talking that when a person likes to cheat, lie, or make these false things, propaganda and anything, what happens to their lives? Look, that woman is gone. That is the background. Now listen what Buddha said. "176. He who violates the one law, the Buddha's doctrine, who speaks falsely, scoffs at another world, there is no evil he will not do. There is no evil he will not do." Just a few months ago, I was translating a book, some stories of that book, Wisdom of the Desert Fathers. Muru Sannyasider Katha. In the 1st, 2nd century, the Christian monks lived in Skiti, the western bank of the Nile River in Egypt, in the desert. Many monks used to live there. They are very austere, very pure, and they practiced what Jesus said. One of the monks came to the town and he was preaching. He was a small church he built and he was teaching there. But what happened? One young girl was pregnant and her parents asked that, "How did you who made you pregnant?" They said, "Well, that monk made me pregnant in that church." Bas, the villagers came and started to beat that monk. Then an old man in the village said, "Why are you beating this man? You are going to kill him. Let us have a decision. Let this monk take care of this woman and his baby." So villager says, "All right, that would be a good arrangement." But that girl, this monk was doing this work and he started to make baskets with the bamboos. Selling that baskets, that money he brought and gave to that girl. But when she became advanced stage in the pregnancy, she had terrible labor pain. 5-6 days she was continuously suffering and suffering and suffering. Baby was not coming out. Terrible pain. Then that girl says she could not bear anymore. Then she told her parents, "It is not that monk. One of my neighbors made me pregnant. I lied." But whole thing was exposed. Then the villagers apologized to that monk. That monk left that place. But he stayed till her last days of pregnancy. And he left the place. It is a beautiful story that you know how some people spread a scandal against holy people to terminate their reputation, their goodwill, their good name. It happened to Swami Vivekananda in America. Swamiji was scandalized by the missionary people. Some of the Swamiji's American friends told him, why don't you speak out? These people are lying. Swamiji said, a sannyasi should not have any self-defense. That's Swamiji's own words. God will protect me. Satyameva jayati, truth alone triumphs, not untruth. Swamiji did not defend. Later on, people understood his character was pure. It happens to many places. Sometimes people slander, spread a scandal out of jealousy. Hold on the truth, and truth will make you free. All sin comes from lie. Those who hold this lie, they go down. They commit sin and they suffer. Next verse. One day, the king of Kushala started a big sacrifice. And he gave a lot of charity. 14 koti mudra, 14 crores of rupees he gave charity. So the people are praising the charity and the benevolence activities of the king. But his ministers did not like it. So the king was a devotee of Buddha. He told Buddha about his minister's criticism about his charity. At that time, Buddha gave this teaching. Listen. 177. Kodoriya, beautiful word. Misers. Verily, the niggardly, miser people do not go to the world of the gods. Fools indeed do not praise giving, but the wise man rejoicing in charity becomes on that account happy in the world. Charity. Nabe kodoriya devolokam brajanti. Dhirocha danam, dan. Dan means charity. I remember in our Vedanta class, we raised this question, dadhatu. In Sanskrit, dadhatu, do you know how does it go? Dadati, datto, dadanti. Dadati means to give, charity. Again, dadhatu means dayati, dayato, dayanti. Dayati means purify. Both comes from the Sanskrit root word da, G-A. Do you know how does it work? Dodati means I give. And dayati means purifies. If you give, you will be purified. How? Your selfishness will be washed away. Your heart will be pure. You know, some people saves money. That's what Sri Ramakrishna says. The rich people's money go to 4 places. Those who do not give charity, rich people, first, it goes to the doctors. Second, it goes to the lawyers. Third, it goes to the robbers. Fourth, it goes to the spoiled children. That's Sri Ramakrishna says. It is in the Gospel. How rich people's money are spent. The Buddha says, O king, you gave this money and you spent this money to the poor people, sick people, to the holy people. This is the best way to give charity. Otherwise, a rich man, you are giving money to the rich man, which is not necessary. There is a saying in our language that if you have oil on your head and I am putting more oil there, why? The people who do not have oil, give to them. Charity. There is a Swamiji mentioned this, Dhanamekam kalu yuge. In this Kali Yuga, charity is a great virtue. One day, a poor person came to the monastery. Swami Vivekananda asked his attendant, hey, give some money to that person. How much you gave? He gave a few annas. Why? Give some more. Then Swamiji said, do you know what? A holy person's hand should be like open. Money will come and it will go. The moment money comes, you close it, fresh money, fresh supply will not come there. Listen, boy, if there is a cross ventilation of your room will be very fresh. It will not be stuffy. Cross fresh air, oxygen comes to your room through one window and goes through the other window. Cross ventilation makes the room nice. So money will come and money must go. Do not hold. That Swamiji said to his disciple. Beautiful. This is the way it should. This is done. Kodoriya. Next story. In Srabosti, there was a city. There was a rich man named Anatha Pinjada. He was a disciple of Buddha, very virtuous person, very generous. But his son is just opposite. He did not care for religion, spiritual life, and very worldly person. So the father is very unhappy. You know, I am the devotee of Buddha, and my son is just doesn't like Buddha, and he was very unhappy. So he was trying to tempt his son. My son, I shall give you so much money if you go to Buddha and just spend one night with him. Upos brata. Uposad brata. So the son was very happy that I shall get a lot of money from Dad. So he went to the monastery and just stayed with Buddha. And then came back and got the money. So he was very happy. Then again, another day, the father was trying to tempt his son. My son, if you go to Buddha and memorize one teaching of Buddha, I shall give you 10,000 rupees. You go to Buddha and memorize one teaching of Buddha. So he was very happy. Went to Buddha and just started to memorize that verse. But what happened? Illumined teacher can change a person's mind. That boy got, they call it sotapatti, a kind of spiritual awakening. Sotapati Mani, do you know what Sotapati Mani? Here is a current of river. If you fall there, you will be carried away by the current. So Sotapati means that the spiritual current will take you to the path of Nirvana. That is called Sotapati. But he was very happy that he got that experience. Next day, he took some monks and came back to his father. Father offered money? No. I do not want any money. I want to serve Buddha and his disciples. His whole life was changed. That is the result of holy company in his spiritual life. Holy company. Sometimes we have to tempt people, that way. There is a saying of Chaitanya. They are saying that if you want to grace up a young man and chant God's name and lie down, and out of ecstasy, you lie down on the floor, then you will be happy, Then you will get the embrace of a woman. If you chant God's name and out of joy you fall on the ground, then you will get the embrace of a young woman. That's Chaitanya says. But everybody tried to come, then they did not realize what he meant. Chanting God's name means, God, you're chanting his name, Magur Masjid, then drink, then fish soup, then you will get the strength. That fish soup means tears for God. You chant God's name, then tears will come from your eyes, and then you roll on the floor, on the ground. That he meant. But he put it in a worldly way. You just come, bolo hori bol, you will get good food here, and then you will get the embrace of a woman. That is the way, then some people, that is the way became the devotees. Anyhow, it is called Orthovad in English. In Chandogya Upanishad, there is a section that a knower of Brahman, whatever he thinks, that he gets. Sajadi pitriloko kamo bhavoti sankalpat eva aisya pitaru samuttishyante tena pitrilokena sampanna mahiyate gito vaidya loko kamo annapana loko kamo stri loko kamo ittadi. And whatever I want to go to my parents, I want to go to heaven, I want a lot of good food, wealth, I want beautiful women. Whatever you will ask, whatever thought comes to the knower of Brahman, it comes. This is called Orthovad. Actually, after you experience Brahman, that kind of desire will not arise in your minds. But that is the way they attract people. Come. This knowledge of Brahman will give you all these things. In that connection, Buddha gave this teaching. Better than absolute sovereignty on earth, better than going to heaven, better than lordship over all the worlds, is the reward of reaching the stream, the attainment of the first step of satisfaction. According to Vedanta, it is the first stage of Jivan Mukti, that you fell into the current, spiritual current in your life. There are two currents are flowing in this world, not three currents. Worldly current, spiritual current. 99% people are in the worldly current. enjoyment, kamini kanchan, lust, gold, money, enjoyment, that's all. That current. Most people are in that current. And there is no end of pain, suffering in that current. We see it. I just recently met a person, very successful person, but has now very bad disease, young, miserable. We see it, a spiritual current. That Buddha, when you read this book, you see that he is trying utmost to make people to fall into spiritual current so that you can get abiding peace and bliss in your life. Do you know what we are all looking for? We want permanent peace and permanent bliss. That we are all seeking. And that comes from spiritual life. That does not come from the Schnook's market or Macy. You cannot buy it. So that is the locomarco. My watch is not working. George, do you have the watch? Yeah, I changed the time and it did not work right. Next chapter, 14, Buddha Varga, the awakened. Buddha means the awakened one. Swamiji made a beautiful remark. Buddha is not a name. Buddha is a stage. His name was Siddhartha, Tathagata, Gautama, Shakyamuni. Buddha has many names. Buddha. Buddha means the awakened one. That's called Buddha. Swamiji says Buddha is not a name. It is a stage. It is an awakened state. That's called Buddha. His parents did not give the name Buddha. His parents gave him the name Siddhartha. Then he became Gautama, Shakyamuni, Buddha Varga. After illumination, Buddha, this is the introduction of this verse. After illumination, Buddha was under the Bodhi tree. Then Mara, the tempter, Satan, came to tempt him. He sent 3 beautiful celestial girls to destroy his meditation. At that time, Buddha repeated these 2 verses. Listen. He whose conquest is not conquered again, into whose conquest no one in this world enters, by what track can you lead him, the awakened, the infinite perception, the trackless? He whom no desire, net-like or poisonous can lead astray, by what track can you lead him, the awakened, of infinite perception, the trackless? Buddhism, the awakened, anyone who has arrived at complete knowledge and not confined to Gautama. There are many Buddhas. Some lived in the dim past, others may rise in the distant future. Trackless. He has no mark or track by which we can describe him. he defies all description. The man who is possessed of even a single one of such conditions as raga, attachment, etc., he can lead forward. But the Buddha has not even one condition or basis of renewed existence, and therefore, by what track will you lead the unconditioned Buddha? Listen first, what happens. In a spiritual journey, temptation comes. Everyone. We read in the Bible, Jesus was in 40 days, he was in the desert. Temptation came, Satan. Get thee behind me, Satan, Jesus shouted. He was tempting, he was all wealth, enjoyment, everything. He was not tempted. Ramakrishna was tempted. Vivekananda was tempted. This temptation is invariably comes. In Yoga Sutra of Patanjali, there in Vibhuti Pad verse aphorism 51, there Patanjali says, Sthani upanimantrane sangasya sangasmaya karshanam puno anishta prasangat. Sthani upanimantrane. Sthani means the gods who live in higher realm, in heaven. They think that this yogi is trying to capture our place. So at that time they sent, the first thing they sent, celestial girls, beautiful girls, to get temptation, money, various things they sent. So in that aphorism, Basha, the great commentator, wrote elaborately what kind of temptation comes. There are 4 stages. Pratham Kalpika, Madhubhumika, Pragya Jyoti, Atikranta Bhavaniya. There are 4 stages of a seeker of God, illumination. First is Pratham Kalpika. Meaning he wasn't trying to discipline himself, trying to control the sense organs and worldly desires. Just a beginner. Pratham Kalpika. You have no fear there. You are safe. No temptation will come. The moment you come to the second stage, temptation will come. At that time you have control over quite a bit of all your senses. You have control over your desires. You have a developing self-mastery. At that time, the gods get scared. Yeah? Some become jealous. They want to transcend. We are in heaven, but we are full of enjoyment. Spiritual enjoyment, worldly enjoyment, celestial enjoyment, you must say. So we are all bound in this enjoyment, and he will transcend to nirvana, mukti, liberation. They will get liberated. We are stuck. You see, we are stuck in this world, and gods are stuck in heaven. Here you have enjoyment, there also they have enjoyment. Most people want that celestial enjoyment in heaven. Swamiji says, nobody likes to go to heaven. They will be stuck, only day and night enjoy, day and night enjoy. So they will be boring. So So he was talking about, so Madhubhumika. Madhubhumika. At that time, the God say, Kamani abo Kanta, I have this beautiful celestial girl, just enjoy, and all those things. If you are tempted, you are gone, will be a fallen yogi. That's. Second, Prajna Jyoti. Prajna Jyoti means Ritambhara Prajna. At the time, 5 kinds of elements and the bhutas and the indriyas, he have full one. Do you know at that time what happens to her? Prajna Jyoti means he had X-ray vision. He see a person inside, outside, everything. Like when you put a X-ray, they can see your lungs, your heart, all those things in the bones. Everything they can see through the X-ray. In open eyes, you cannot see his bone, his lungs, and anything. But if you through the X-ray, so the yogi develops that X-ray vision. He can see this last, its beginning, its end, and what is that body. It will die one day. It will be ashes. He sees through the focus. That is Prajna Jyoti. Avatikranta Bhavaniya at that time, no temptation can touch you. You are at that time, what do you call it? That jet stream. If the aeroplane goes in its 15,000, 60,000 feet, it cannot give any speed. But above 30,000, 32,000, 40,000, at that time their air is very light. At that time they can go 600 miles per hour. That is called jet stream. So that thing happens. Utikranta bhavaniya. This worldly temptation cannot do anything to that person. These things elaborately discussed there. Look, in the Katha Upanishad, we read, Nachiketa wanted to know about the Atman. Yama, the god of death, began to tempt him. Shatayal Bahu Putra Bahu Potran Brinisha Bahun Poshun Hastim Hisham Hirannam Ashwan Bhumer Mahadatanam Benisha. Don't ask about death. Don't ask about the Atman. I am offering you Shatayu, long life, vast empire, children, grandchildren, then horses, then cows, gold, and whatever you want. I can give anything to you. A vast empire. But don't ask about that mystery of death, about Atman, what happens after death. Don't ask that one. I don't want. You enjoy those things, O God of death. I want to know these things. You promise that you will give me a boon. That boon I want. Then he says, Ye je kama durlabha martaloke sarvan kaman parthasya bhumir, what is called, tabai baha tamanitya gite. Take these celestial girls. They enjoy them. Yama, the god of death, is offering Nachiketa who wants to know about God, Atman. But no, enjoy these beautiful girls. Do you know what? They are not poor. Even the chariots are made with gold. They are very rich, a lot of money, lot of enjoyment. No, I don't want all those things. You enjoy, oh God. I want to know about Atman. I want to know God, nothing else. Then Yamas found that he is the right person to know about the Atman. He was not tempted. Jesus also says, lead us not unto temptation. In the words, in the Lord's Prayer we see, Lord, oh God, lead us not unto temptation. So Nachiketa was temptation proof. So at that time he learns about the Atman. I'm just telling you that Buddha was talking that how he was tempted, how other teachers are tempted. Temptation is the proof that you are on the right stage. You are making progress. Obstacles and after obstacles, obstacles after obstacles. I think I gave a lecture, Pitfalls in Spiritual Life, Obstacles in Spiritual Life. I gave several lectures on those things, how the obstacles come. One of this, you know what is the other subtle obstacles? There are three problems we have, three desires. Desire for money, wealth, desire for progeny, sex, and desire for name and fame. Sometimes a name and fame, that is a very subtle bondage. I want to be famous, I want big, shh. That one is very difficult to kill. Anyhow, Buddha started to get temptation. 79, 80, 81. Well, we shall not finish with temptation. Another verse I shall read. One day Buddha was invited to give his message to the gods. So 3 months he went to heaven. His mother also was in heaven, came to listen to her son's message. After 3 months, he again came back to this earth. Some of the gods also followed him. And seeing these things, his main disciple, Shariputra, I am puzzled. I wonder that even the gods are following Buddha's teachings. Buddha then chanted these verse. Even the gods emulate those wise men who are given to meditation, who delight in the peace of emancipation from desire, the enlightened, the thoughtful. Even the gods become jealous. They see this person has no desires, immersed in samadhi, and free from desire and extremely peaceful. So even the gods respect those sages that Buddha said. Buddha was the ocean of knowledge. He was free from impurities. He was always satisfied with his Nibbana Sukha, the happiness of Nibbana, peace of Nibbana. So he was very respectful to even the gods are very respectful to him. Because even they are coveting, desiring that state of Buddha. That was the purpose. Let me tell you a small story. There is a fabulous story of Buddha. When Buddha started to preach, millions of people became the followers of Buddha. But the Brahmins, those who used to practice sacrifice, Vedic sacrifice, that you want heaven, you want this, perform the sacrifice. So those people become very jealous. They wanted to kill Buddha. What to do? They came to Buddha and said, "Oh Buddha, you are really great and you are very pure. Listen, we want to perform a sacrifice. And for that reason we want a purest place. Your body is very pure, we want to perform that sacrifice on your body." Buddha says, fine. So Buddha lay down, and these Brahmins put, perhaps you have seen home of fire, they put wood on that place. They made a circle and this. And they set fire and pour oblation and reciting mantra so that the Buddha will be burnt. If somebody puts wood on your body, on your breast, and put fire there, and then you are supposed to be burnt, just like cremation. But the Brahmins saw that he was not dying. What is the matter? Pour more ghee, more clarified butter. They are pouring more clarified butter, but Buddha was not dying. Then do you know what happened? Buddha said, there is no death for me. Do you know why? I am pure. Purity has no death. That is a very fabulous story of Buddha. Thank you. Masatoma sadgamaya, tamasoma jyotirgamaya, mritturma amritam gamaya, abhirabhirma yedhi, rudra jatte dakshinammukham, tenamam pahi nityam, om shanti shanti shanti. Lead us from the unreal to the real. Lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from death to immortality. Light us through and through, and guide us evermore with thy loving presence. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto all.